What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing Colony Season 1, Episode 3, entitled 98 Seconds. Now, if you've missed the first two episodes of the series, go check out my other two reviews for the show, where I talk a little bit more in depth about what the show is about, introduce the main characters, whereas here I'm just going to go right into what happened in Episode 3, some of the important things that transpired in this episode. So, in Episode 3, it kicks off by, we see a man named Geronimo. We finally see who Geronimo is. He is sitting behind a desk and he is telling people through a radio station, telling people to stay strong, unite, and take on the enemy, which is the Red Hats. This made me actually think of George Orwell's novel, which had a very similar concept of people rebelling in order to defeat someone that was watching over them. Where in the book it was Big Brother, whereas here is the Red Hats. I guess also you can say it's similar to maybe Harry Potter, the whole Potter Watch thing. For any Harry Potter fans, probably know what I'm talking about. So in this episode, the Resistance makes another rebellious attempt to take down the Red Hats, but the mission kind of goes a bit south, and the fact is that Katie is present at this mission, and she is just in utter shock. And throughout the entire episode, she's just in this kind of trance. So then Will arrives to the scene shortly after, once everything is, obviously everyone's gone already by then, but there's still bodies laying there. And he's there to investigate what happened. So Will and his team, they get a lead to go to this Asian family's home where they think that there is some terrorist there, that this kid that they're looking for might be there, that the family might know where he is. There's already a team over there that's turning the place inside out, and then Will shows up, and he says, the first thing he says, which is hilarious, "Do you have to come in here like stormtroopers? The family's right outside." So once Will actually, he comes home from work, Katie is taking a shower, he kind of sneaks up on her, I guess. She's washing all this blood off her, she can't get the blood off her hands. She's like Macbeth or something, she's trying to wash her, she's scrubbing her hands really hard, trying to get this blood off her, but the damage is done. She can't unsee the things that she has seen. And the husband, Will, walks in on her. The minute he walks in, he's like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And she's like, "Shit, this is not gonna go well. Better think about what I can do." "Oh yeah. What's a good way to distract a man and change the subject?" "Yeah, let me just have sex with him." So that's what ends up happening, and after this, Katie's like, "You know what, let's move to San Francisco." And Will is like, "What are you talking about? I'm in the middle of a mission here. I'm just settling in. I'm looking for our son. What are you doing? Why are you in a sudden rush to go to San Francisco? What a minute before you were supporting me, and now you want us to drop everything. You want to do this now?" So Will is finally settling in, and she's having second thoughts about her mission. Keep in mind that she's still not told her husband anything, that she's working for the Resistance, and that she's using him to get intel. But now she wants to drop everything and go. Fast forwarding to the final moments of the episode, Katie is at a bar. She meets up with one of the head Resistance members, and she decides to make a deal. She knows something that the Resistance wants, and she's going to use this to get what she wants. And then something that might have been bothering her this entire time. But the fact that she's helping the Resistance and that she's using her husband's information as intel, that's all great. But at the end of the day, when the Resistance succeeds, what's going to happen to her husband? And that's why she's in the bar, she's talking to a Resistance member, and she's like, "I'm not asking for much. I'm only going to help you guys. I'm going to give you what you need. But as long as you help protect my husband." She does not want him to get harmed in the process. Because right now, he's a Red Hat. In the middle of a mission, no one's going to be like, "Oh, well, he's her husband. Let's not shoot at him. He's a Red Hat. They're going after him." Now, Will isn't wearing a Red Hat uniform or anything, but eventually maybe he will. And in the middle of a mission, I don't think they're going to start distinguishing, oh, who is a Red Hat and who isn't. They're not going to let anything stop them. So she wants her husband to get the protection he needs, and that might calm her down. That is pretty much it. That is all the important things that happened in 98 seconds. This one was a bit slower. I know I said episode 2 was slow. This one was a bit slow. The first 3 episodes are okay. I feel like there's still another, There's still another 7 episodes, I think. The show needs to pick up the pace. No one's going to sit here and watch this show that barely builds anything within each episode. They need to pick up the pace, get the intensity going, because if we keep going in this direction, people are going to lose. They're just going to lose interest in the show. This was the deal with 12 Monkeys on the Sci-Fi Channel. First episode was okay, second episode was terrible, actually. Third episode was the best episode of the series, and then gradually the show just kept getting worse, and worse. Nothing, it's the same thing every week. Nothing new. This show needs to pick up the pace. It's got the concept of the show is good, but they need to take it somewhere. And right now it's missing the intensity. I finished watching the episode, and I'm not thinking, oh, I can't wait for next week's episode. I'm thinking, well, I'll just wait for next week's episode. Whatever. It comes back in 2 weeks, it comes back in 2 weeks. So, definitely, they need to pick it up, because I don't know, if we get another 3 episodes like this, I might not have the patience to watch it. But right now, for the first 3 episodes, I think it's okay. They're building up. Let's hope that this next 7 episodes, or within each episode, it gets better and better. And if I'm assuming that there's going to be a second season, there has to be a second season. A show like this can't just have one season. Look at Falling Skies. But we were just getting started. Yeah. So here, they need to, at least the last 2 episodes or something, really pick it up to the point where it ends on maybe like a cliffhanger, so then we would actually want to watch the second season. Because I know there's another show on WGN called Salem, which I also started reviewing a couple of months back, and the last 2 episodes were terrible. I don't even want to watch season 3. To be honest with you, there shouldn't even be a 3rd season. But this is not what I want to have happen to this show, where I'm watching just to finish the series. I want to enjoy it, and at the same time, want to finish off the season wanting to watch the next season. The fact that we know the cast, and it's a sci-fi drama, doesn't mean I'm going to keep watching. Something's got to happen. You have an original story, do something with it. But otherwise, it wasn't a terrible episode. There were some good moments. I hope, like I said, I'm always hoping that the next episode is better, and be sure to stay tuned for my review of that episode as well. So, thank you guys so much for watching. You can hit that big thumbs up on the bottom there, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for more unboxings, reviews, and movie news.